How do I convince a family court judge that a narcissistic parent should not have parent time or custody rights? What kind of a question is that? So many people believe, and I don't know how or why they have come to this belief, that, quote, if I can show that the other parent has this flaw, I can prevent that parent from exercising parent time or custody some of the time or even perhaps permanently, close quote. Nonsense. You don't focus on the narcissism. You focus on parental fitness, good and bad. A parent who suffers from a limp or tremors or has a chronic illness, raises his or her voice to the children when disciplining them, etc., for example, may or may not be able to exercise custody or parenting time depending upon whether that condition or trait renders that parent unable to provide minimally necessary care and supervision for a child. But the trait or condition alone does not determine parental fitness. Merely proving narcissistic traits or even narcissistic personality disorder itself does not mean you've proven that the narcissistic traits or the NPD renders a parent unfit to exercise custody or parent time of the children. What matters is whether the parent is unfit as a parent, whether the parent fails to meet the minimum standards and qualifications to be deemed fit to exercise custody or parent time of the children. Do not misunderstand me. I am not stating that a parent who merely raises one's voice when disciplining children, or who limps or has tremors or suffers from or displays any other disability or negative attribute is, on its own, a basis for declaring a parent unfit. I am stating just the opposite. Many parents who want, whether reasonably or maliciously, either sole custody of the children or to ensure the other parent has little to no custody of the children, will often think that they can point to flaws and defects in a parent, believing that these defects and flaws and their exposure will obviously reveal the other parent to be an unfit parent. Some parents believe that showing the other parent to have any flaws or defects, no matter how minor, is enough. This is why I stated that simply noting that the other parent raises his or her voice, or limps, or suffers from tremors, or chronic illness, or displays what could be narcissistic traits isn't enough. It's not the mere existence of the condition or trait that renders a parent unfit. It's whether the condition or trait itself prevents a parent from functioning adequately as a parent and thus renders the parent unfit.